Welcome to my channel, guys. Thanks for watching. My special guest, MatPat. He's been on YouTube for like a day, a week. How long have you been on YouTube now?
I've been on YouTube for 6 years now, Butch.
Oh my God, 6 years.
Right, I know.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Give me
for having me.
5.
Yes.
I was going to say we have time for maybe 2 or 3 more questions, and I'm going to send in your last questions now. You get the first one, Matthew.
There we go.
Selfish.
And maybe I should save this, or maybe you should save the answer for the video that's going up on your channel.
Oh yeah, we're doing another video on my channel that'll be out next week.
But
so
I am curious. So a lot of people have wanted me to do a Danny Phantom or Fairly OddParents theory.
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
if only you knew somebody who knew about this.
Right, if only I could get answers out of someone.
Some kind of
well, it'll never work out because we just don't know it.
Yeah, I know exactly.
All
Never
right,
happened.
there with that question. Do you think it's a good idea to do a theory?
What do you? What does the audience think? I would think it'd be a blast. I think because we haven't really. I mean, I get questions all the time online, but I really haven't done like a big internet thing about it. But it'd be kind of fun, I think, if you guys like it.
Because I know a lot, like even me when I was watching Fairly OddParents in my youth.
Yes, in your youth.
In my youth.
Still in your youth. But yeah, exactly.
But one of the things that always came to mind, and I think it's still a theory that kind of perpetuates on the internet, is whether the Fairly OddParents are real. Like, or are they all products of Timmy's overactive imagination?
Oh, interesting. Should we answer that question right now?
No, I think we should do it
on my channel.
Yeah, maybe on your.
Let's do it on my channel.
Oh,
Let's do it on my channel.
That's a cliffhanger.
That's a cliffhanger. Let's do it on my channel.
Geez.
That's good. That's good. Thank you. High
Yeah,
five. Yeah. What do you guys think? Leave a comment in the comment section below. What do you think? But I'm about to tell you. Ready? Because you guys
So
came
leave
from
that comment fast. So get down there, leave the comment, watch what he says, then go back
and
edit
re-comment.
that comment,
Exactly.
being like, I totally knew that.
So wait. So are the Fairly OddParents real? Or are they a product of Timmy's imagination? The Fairly OddParents are, drum roll, absolutely real.
But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And
They are real. They're not just. They are not a product of Timmy's imagination. They are real characters with real feelings, and they have real thoughts and things like that. And they are not a product of his imagination. They came around because he was at a time in his life where he felt alone.
Yep.
And it's funny, when I first did the pilot, I never really thought out that far. You just kind of do the pilot. And you're like, wow, I've got to give these fairies a reason to be here. So Timmy is a kid whose parents, although they're fun and loving, he's an only child. They don't pay a lot of attention to him. So the fairy godparents show up when a kid is kind of alone and needs help. And Cosmo and Wanda got more than they bargained for when they met Timmy, because Timmy just has a very active imagination.
Yeah,
like you
of course.
said. So the moral of the show is kind of be careful what you wish for. You know, and so yeah, they're very absolutely real.
Yeah. Okay.
So go edit your comments.
Well, there you go.
Edit the comments now.
Although I will, and one of the reasons why we haven't actually covered specifically that theory,
Yeah, I wanna
I'd
know
like to
why.
do something else. Well, the reason why is because I thought it was fairly obvious that they were fairly.
What?
Wow.
Look at that.
It's like every time I say the word theory. But I thought it was fairly obvious because a lot of times when we're constructing theories, we look, and specifically ones about like, is it real, is it not real? You look at the ramifications of...
What was that word?
The ramifications.
Ramifications. I'm going to look that up on my phone.
Don't worry about it. You'll solve it through context clues. It's amazing.
Okay,
You look
go ahead.
at the consequences or the follow-on actions of the fantasy things.
You were so much
in the real
smarter than
world.
you're so much smarter than me.
I don't know.
Why are you so much
You're
smarter
the one
than
who has
me?
like 15 shows running on like Nickelodeon. Like you're the one who has fundamentally shifted the childhoods of millions of people.
Wow, that's interesting. When you put it that way, so I was YouTube before you were YouTube. Is what you're trying to say, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There you go, buddy.
I mean, and you still are YouTube. See, I'm just YouTube. You're like YouTube and beyond.
No, man.
You're like Buzz Lightyear to YouTube
and beyond. Exactly. Hey, but well, thank you. But I'm glad to have you want to do a theory. So what would you do on a theory type of show?
You know, so that's a question, honestly. And I would actually, as creator, I would toss it back to you. Are there any things in there that you think would be theory worthy? Also with Danny Phantom, because I know Danny Phantom has a really cool power set.
Some people out there might not know. Danny Phantom is a kid whose parents are like Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Dad and Mom, they have a big lab where they are looking in this other dimension called the Ghost Zone.
Yeah.
Where the ghosts live. But but they're trying to open this portal that they have in their lab, and the portal doesn't work. So they give up for the night and they go to bed, of course. And Danny goes in, hits a button, it comes to life. The portal opens, and he's in the portal, and he gets the DNA of a ghost wrapped around his DNA. So now he has ghost powers.
Yeah.
So now he can fly, he can turn invisible, he can turn intangible. He can grab you and turn you intangible and take you through a wall too. And he can shoot plasma rays out of his hand.
Yeah.
And whenever there's a ghost around, he has like a spider sense, like a ghost sense, where his breath gets cold. And then he can also, there's a bunch of other powers that he has.
So that leads me to the theory of, okay,
Whoa.
So you're saying his powers are genetically based. His DNA got wrapped up with the DNA of a ghost.
Yes.
So if Danny Phantom grows up and has kids,
Uh-oh.
would those powers be passed on to his children?
Wow, do I answer that question now?
Yeah.
Should I answer it now?
I'd love for you to answer that
Okay,
question.
I would think...
I mean, we could do a theory about it, certainly.
We can, but let's talk. We'll talk about it now.
Yeah, I'd be curious. Had you thought that far?
We did a video. You can watch it on the channel here.
Shameless plug for his own video.
There we go.
So it's not that shameless.
Danny Phantom 10 years later, we did that video, so check that out. This is just, we have different character designs where we age up the character.
Which is such a cool thing.
Very fun. But I would think that that his kids would have ghost powers. Right. And they would have, they'd be watered down a little bit, or maybe they'd be enhanced, like in the Fantastic Four. Reed Richards and the Invisible Girl had kids, and one didn't have powers, but one had like major powers.
Right.
And so I think, and then in the Incredibles, little Jack had powers too.
Yep.
So I think Danny Phantom's kids would have powers. I think maybe one would have a certain set of abilities, and the other one would have, of course, a different set of abilities.
Sure.
So yeah, for sure, I think genetically based, absolutely.
That's cool.
See, it's like Superman. If he had kids, they'd get his superpowers. But Green Lantern has a ring, so his kids would be just normal humans.
Or you just pass down the ring.
They're exactly right. Or make a movie with Ryan Reynolds, which we're not going to talk about.
Oh,
I'm not going to talk about that. But I love Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds. Love Deadpool.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah, Deadpool's phenomenal.
Deadpool's hilarious.
So do you know how to kill Deadpool? By the way.
Wait. Do you cut his head off? Is that how you kill Deadpool?
So they have done that in the comics, but
he always comes back to life.
He always comes back to life. So we did a theory on this. It's one of our most popular theories on film theory. So this is
shameless plug for his channel.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you actually look at it, so Deadpool is able to regrow basically everything about. He's able to come back from like one cell of his body.
Like Wolverine.
Yeah, exactly. He has that super healing factor, right? One cell, he's able to completely regrow himself.
Right.
But the thing is, he would. Technically, by genetics, he would lose his memories because memories are entirely based on not individual cells, but connections between the cells in your brain.
Oh, and so when the connections go away,
right?
memories
Exactly.
go away too. Interesting.
Exactly. So technically, all you need to do is destroy his brain, and as a result, his brain will reform. He'll still be alive. That's
It'll be
fine.
blank. It'll be
but
blank.
he wouldn't remember that he's Deadpool, so he would just completely forget that he has these abilities in the first place.
God,
right?
I didn't even know that. Look at that. And by the way, you know this. Here's another weird theory. If you want to go deep into
this is
theories,
great. I love theorizing about this stuff.
The Invisible Girl in Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
When she turns invisible, she shouldn't be able to see, because if the cells in her eyes cannot contain light and cannot absorb light, if light passes through them, she would be blind.
That's so good.
She'd be blind, right?
That's so good.
So invisible characters shouldn't be able to see.
Oh, we're absolutely making a theory out of that. That's so good.
Whoa, and you know what? There's an invisible person right here, and they're bumping around. They can't even see.
No, you're totally right.
You have an invisible person in your room. I know. Your cat's invisible.
I know.
Can't see.
He hangs out
Blind.
sometimes,
I know.
yeah.
But that's true. The invisible characters can't see. So, but then what was cool, they actually did a book called, a comic book called, what was it called? The Authority? No, it was called Planetary.
Okay.
A comic book called Planetary, where they had a rip-off of the Fantastic Four. They were called just the Four.
Great.
Big rip-off.
Good one.
I know, right?
The Five.
Exactly.
Oh,
So who are they?
One up.
But the invisible person had to wear this elaborate headset in order to see.
Oh, that's so smart. So they had thought about it.
And so the good guy had to rip the headset off of her to make her blind so she couldn't see.
No
I thought it was really
That's
cool.
a really good idea.
Isn't that cool? See?
Oh, man.
There you go. I know. We can go deep into this.
We're going way down the rabbit hole.
I know.
So what about Fairly OddParents? What should I theory because I'd love to have you on a film theory. I think people might enjoy it.
It'd be fun. I should do it. I would love to do it, and thank you for the invite. Now you're locked into it.
Yeah, you are committed now.
I'm committed. I would love to do a theory about where the fairies come from.
Okay.
Fairy world, how fairy magic works. Why do kids get fairies at a certain age, and why do they go away at a certain age? Because when Timmy grows up, the fairies go away.
Right.
Why is that? And also, how magic are the Fairly OddParents? Like Timmy's changed the world many times, and he's also made wishes where I wish everything was back to normal, where everything goes back. So when everything goes back to normal, does Timmy remember everything that happened? Or does he still, you know what I'm talking about?
Right, of course.
If you wish the world like it's Superman, 1978, when he goes around the world, spins the planet back.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie? It's
I
a long
have.
time ago.
Reverses time.
It's a long time ago.
It's
Yeah.
a long time
Long
ago.
time ago.
Don't worry, I'm a student of film.
Okay. Very nice.
Yeah.
The world goes back to normal, and only Superman remembers what happened.
Right.
But it's like, shouldn't there was an earthquake happening, and then when he lands again, the earthquake's not happening.
Right.
So
Well,
what happened to the earthquake?
He reversed time,
But the earthquake was still happening. He just reversed it.
He reversed it.
He just reversed it right back to when the earthquake was happening. Like, I used to wonder this. Like, Spider-Man goes like this to shoot his webs, right? But then when he punches a guy, no web comes out. What's going on? What's the deal?
I think it's his web shooter, right?
Well,
so
I
he
know,
has to.
But still, you go to punch. But when you punch, your hands go right there.
Yeah, I mean, he
also,
probably physically
And
trained himself
also,
to not do that.
he wears gloves and boots, and how does he stick to walls? They cover his hands and feet, and his
That one has always bothered me.
He has genetic abilities as well.
They haven't done a good job of.
Yeah, they really
I will give you that one.
That is true. I'm going to draw us now.
Oh, that's great.
I'm going to draw us a nice hot bath. No, that's creepy.
Father and son family portrait.
That's exactly right. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to draw a picture of us because this is my channel and people expect drawing. What should I make us doing? Should we? What could we be doing?
We could be.
Jace, what could we be doing?
I like playing it on a real arcade machine.
Oh, we could be playing Cuphead on a real arcade machine.
That's right. I'm going to draw.
I'm
going to draw. Let me take a look at MatPat. MatPat's a handsome young guy. Handsome guy.
I take after my father.
There we go. Exactly. So here's what this is MatPat playing a little console game like I used to play.
That's great.
And here's Butch Hartman over here. Looking because I'm
Father Butch watching on.
Yes, I'm Dr. Rip Studwell normally on Fairly OddParents. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. My special guest, MatPat. Go definitely check out all 19 of his channels. I'm sure he needs your help. Whatever he's doing is going to be great. And thank you guys for tuning in. Leave comments in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe because, we have subscribers, but let's get some more. It'll be a lot of fun. And I got to draw MatPat, too, so there you go.
I look great, by the way.
Well, I'll fix it up.
You also look really good.
I always make myself look great.
You look phenomenal. I have the most square chin I've ever seen.
And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Cool. And by the way, art gives you power. Use it wisely. That's my new catchphrase.
Ooh, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
I don't know who Art is, but he gives you power. Use it wisely.
I know. I need to meet this art guy. I want powers.
Hey, Heart fans. Subscribe here to keep up with me, Danny, Timmy, Dudley, Bunsen, and the NOOG Network. My new app full of cartoons, shows, and games. Download it here. Click over here to watch my most recent video and here to start a playlist related to this video. Whoa! Check out that awesome fan art. To be featured here, use hashtag HeartFanArt and tag me. I'm on every social media platform known to man. Cartoon Butch out. Pencil drop.